all of my tools are, for the most part. They're nice cars. It's the only reason this is dirty is because it hasn't been out all year. My dad's friends, they all had MGBs. I thought it was fantastic. I love the MGBs, and I just really wanted to get a British car of my own, and the Spitfire happened to have all of the boxes checked. This sweetheart right here, this 1980 Spitfire, shared a name with my favorite aircraft because I'm a World War II buff. I love the aircraft, the Spitfire. Found out there was a car named after it. I thought that was great. I learned how to work on cars on that, basically. I've never really worked on a car that much before. It just sprawled from there. So I love the Spitfire, and I took it to Mad Dogs Englishmen with my buddy Keith. You know, we were one of the only young guys there, but oh, look it, there's another young guy and his buddy with an MGB. That's cool, like we should probably talk to them. And so his friend here has this MGA, and this MGA is kind of not in that good a condition. It's ratty. The seats appear to be torn. The thing runs like, I hate to say garbage, but it kind of did a chitty chitty bang bang type thing as it went. And I'm like, I had always seen the ideal sports car, the ideal classic British car, as something like my Spitfire. It's shiny, it's in good condition. I hate to say, you know, you don't baby it like some people do with like their 57 Bel Air, but it's, you want to keep the thing nice. I saw Mike Pixley with that MGA just driving it around, drove it on the autocross course, and it just had this epiphany, like, wow, that is an imperfect car, and I love everything about it. That's fantastic. It's this classic British sports car that would normally be worth in the tens of thousands, unobtainable to somebody like me. Somebody would never want to take any risks with it, do anything, and here's this guy just enjoying this old, timeless classic the way it's meant to be. Yeah, I just always had it in the back of my mind how cool that MGA was, that he just drove it like that. And I'm like, wow, that would be so cool if I could get something like that. I'm like, I'll never find, you know, an MGA or TR3, or like, I'll probably never find that car, but God, that'd be so cool. Fast forward, the TR3 project came up. So I started looking through the pictures, and it seems to be complete. I looked at the picture of the dash, and I saw the overdrive switch on the dash. I'm like, listen, I really only have X amount to spend. It's not an insult to you. That's just, I only have X. So if you don't want to take that deal, I completely understand. If you do, great. And he chewed on that for a bit and said, well, how about we meet in the middle? I guess I just agreed to buy the Project TR3 that had been sitting for 25 years sight unseen. What could possibly go wrong? I'm not going to cosmetically restore it. I'm not going to frame off. I'm just going to get it going and enjoy this car. I go over to the guy's house. The car was up north. Just say, okay, you know, like here's my down payment. He gave me the spare parts, showed me the title and everything. And he's like, all right, well, go up north and get it out of the storage unit and let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. I'm like, okay. Turns out indoor storage was a sea crate. Sea crates apparently like to keep humidity in, don't let it out. We dragged it out of there, opened it up, and underneath the hood was basically like the Titanic. There was just crustiness everywhere. There's a lot of corrosion, but we're like, we can probably make this thing come around. We'll see. I'm like, whatever. For the price I paid, I'm happy. The floors were solid. I would have bet any amount of money when I opened the door, the car would have tacoed in half.
Check this out. Opens and closes, folks.
Most assuredly being underwater at some point, the car was actually in decent shape. I proceeded to spend the next year of my life completely tearing everything on this car apart. The car had 80,000 something miles on it. Nobody had ever changed a bushing, shocks, any of that. It was almost all original, which in this case was not a good thing.
Oh, wow.
Ah, this is just incredible. So that's all clogged up with God knows what. Look at the crank. Look at that. No wonder I can't get it to turn over. The bearings are probably fucking seized. Shit. Keith got me a new motor down by him from a junkyard, and by new, I mean it was an old piece of crap motor with low compression, but at least it wasn't stuck. That was like one of the first motors I actually rebuilt by myself. I figured, one, if some English guy in a dirty old factory put this motor together when it was new, some guy in a dirty barn out in the middle of nowhere, Michigan, can probably do the same thing. I want to say it was like in July, I was able to actually start enjoying the car, with the goal being take it on round headlamp. 1 week goes by between me getting the car finally roadworthy, driving it like a couple miles a day, getting comfortable with it, and then smacking a deer. This is about the spot. I was out for an early morning, we'll call it an instrument check ride. My house is only a couple miles up there. I turned left onto this road, went about first, second, third, and then I feel like it was right around third or fourth. It came out right of the ditch right here. I don't know why it felt compelled to do what it did, but it was over quick. But it caved in this fender. The car was still drivable afterwards, but we were caved in real good right here. This whole headlight assembly dipped down a little bit. Fortunately, the bonnet was okay. Yeah, it totaled the car. There were two things I could have done. I could have either given up, let the insurance company buy this back and cash out for more than I was into it, or I could be stubborn like I like to be and not let the deer win and get this fixed. So I had a rally to go on. I chose the latter option. I guess my first thought was, oh my goodness, I just hit a deer in this old car with no safety equipment and I'm alive. The next thought went through my head was like, oh my God, like I just spent all this time going through fixing this and not even a week later, all this time just gone like that. Got the car back, went through the process with my insurance. They're not taking this car from me. I put too much time into it and I like it too much. I'm fixing this. My dear friend Keith happens to be a sheet metal mechanic. His grandfather happened to be a body shop guy, pounding out cars just like this. Keith says, you know what, Dave, me and Grandpa Jack, we're gonna help you out with this. We're gonna take care of you. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. He really saved my bacon on this whole process. I can't thank Keith and Grandpa Jack enough for saving what they did. He spent probably the entire summer just working a couple hours a day getting this back, and the rally was in September. Despite all the problems, despite the deer, the whole year-and-a-half long cumulative struggle, I finished the rally and got first place. That was, to me, the best reward for all that I went through. Do I have a fully restored car? No. Do I have like a car that anybody would say is, oh yeah, this is a first place show-worthy car? No, not really. What I have is a car that I can just drive like I did that weekend. If it rains, okay, I get wet. If I need to go down a dirt road, oh no, the car has chips in it. I guess it's gonna get a couple more. It's just a car I can get in anytime I want and go drive without any worries. It all goes back to seeing Mike Pixley's MGA at Mad Dogs there and just realizing, wow, it is okay to have an old ratty car like that and just drive the crap out of it, and who cares what anyone else thinks. Any other TR3 would cost way more than I could afford, You know, why do I have this TR3? It's the one I had money for at the time. And I just went with it. My classic car ownership progression has gone from driving cars home to dragging them home on a trailer, you know, and ultimately I like bringing stuff back to life.